Hey everyone, it's Ed at GameSpace here once again. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Gamakay LK67, a customizable mechanical keyboard that is part DIY, part easy assembly, and we're going to be getting it out of the box right now.
So this is the LK67 keyboard. Comes from Gamakay, and as you can see, it is small. Mini IKEA plant pot for reference. That's totally going in later on. It's also really easy to get into. As you can see, we've got what I'm expecting to be the white version of it, but it's taken a little bit of a battering as it's come over the sea from its manufacturer. So let's just get that box out the way. Coming in with a nice, easy enough to open cardboard box, no tape in the way there. We'll get into the keyboard itself. So again, not too much plastic, pretty nice keyboard. Feels very weighty and solid, which is nice. Get rid of the packaging, put that to one side. And before we get into the keyboard itself, we got some basic instructions, which tell us that it's a 2.4 gig wired and Bluetooth keyboard. So it is the multiple connection variant that we got here, with pretty direct instructions. But I think, as we have noted before, I'm not exactly the best at reading instructions, so it's probably not a bad thing. Again, fairly minimal packaging, and that's pretty good in terms of the environment, that there's not too much foam. Still decent enough foam though to keep it in good nick for getting here. Let's get rid of that. Again, nice recyclable cardboard. The packaging's not too fancy, but just premium enough. Okay, so inside the accessories case, we've got some additional switches. We'll get to these later, but these three are entirely different types of switches. I'm assuming that we've got here the Gamakay crystal switch, which hopefully you'll be able to see there. If not, I will make sure that you get a look at that later. We've got what I'm assuming is the bumblebee switch, which we've got here. And I'm guessing this red one is the Phoenix switch. Admittedly, I've not checked that, but that should be all three of these. Each of these three, just to segue slightly, are three of Gamakay's new enhanced versions of their Crystal, Bumblebee and Phoenix switches, with all slightly different variations, particularly within their actuation force and their pre-travel time. However, I'm going to pop these to one side for now. We've also got what I guess is the wireless receiver here. So plenty of dongly good time right there, but at least it's a micro dongle, so you're not going to have to worry about it being sticking out of a laptop if you're going to use it with a laptop. We've got the wire connection here, which is nice to see. It's a USB-C. It's also nicely braided. It seems nice and firm, quite like that. It also color coordinates pretty well with the keyboard. Keycap remover here as well. That is possibly one of the most premium and scariest looking keycap removers. I swear, that looks like a dental implement. It is probably really nice to use, but also super scary. I'm going to put that to one side. And we got the LK67 itself. So as I said, the LK67 is a 65% keyboard, so you're not going to see a large scale return carriage key or any enhanced function keys up the top. Instead, putting to side the actual keys itself, any additional function comes with this knob here at the top, which looks like it's got a push function and will generally be used for things like volume, skipping. I imagine that that's going to be something that you should be able to go ahead and customize via in-game drivers. We'll soon see. The keyboard itself comes with a full set of keys, and these are, well, they're plastic molded on the top. They also have a slightly transparent bottom, and that's going to aid it when you get the RGB into the mix. The bottom of the keyboard itself, again, is slightly transparent. We've got some air holes. Everyone loves some speed holes in the bottom, as well as the USB connector and wireless button at the back. Functionally, we don't have any legs on the bottom of the keyboard, which I'm used to having keyboards with legs on the bottom, so that's a thing. So it's going to be it's flat or nothing at the moment. That's what it is. Other than that, it's, on first looks, a wonderfully clean layout, and that's something that you're going to have to bear in mind if you are going to be going ahead and ordering it.
The main selling point is the fact that it is a fully hot swappable keyboard, meaning that you're going to be able to go ahead and customize this with any of the comparable switches that are available, be those any of the Gateron or Gamakay keys that come with these keyboards, so that you can have the experience that you want. So it's not just about how this looks out of the box, it's also going to be about what's under the hood. Rather than try and take this apart and customize it at the moment, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at this when we do a full review over at gamespace.com. For now, thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you over at gamespace.com for the full review of the Gamakay LK67 hot swappable, fully customizable DIY keyboard.